Hello, I'm Joss, and this is Joss Likes Books. I just wanted to do a little sit down video discussing how if you liked certain TV shows or movies, then you may also like these other books that I've read recently that definitely reminded me a lot of these vibes or characters or plot lines of these particular shows and movies, and vice versa too. If you like these books, then maybe you like these TV shows. But I'm going to discuss some of the similarities between these. This is an idea that I got when I was reading a couple books recently where I thought, wow, this book is a lot like this TV show or movie. And it kept happening, so I felt like I needed to also go back to other books that I've had that feeling with before and make a little bit of a list. This is not comprehensive. If I took some more time, I could probably think of a few more, but this is just a few for now that could maybe help guide your decision making for what books you want to read or movies or TV shows you want to watch next. So, first, I recently read The Fury by Alex Michaelides. When I was reading that book, I got a distinct feeling or deja vu of not even the full series of the show You. And I know this was a book before, but I'm talking about the show. But really just the main character of The Fury gave me the vibe of Joe Goldberg. So I would say if you enjoyed season 1 of You, in particular Joe, the main character, plus also The White Lotus season 2, then I think that you will like The Fury. Because The Fury is about this unreliable and kind of creepy narrator who is addressing the reader directly, similar to Joe. It takes place on this like Mediterranean Greek island with a bunch of rich people who are terrible and get into some hijinks, so to speak. Similar to The White Lotus, but I would say season 2 because season 2 takes place on the Italian Riviera. So similar to the setting of this book. So if you liked both of those things, then you may also enjoy The Fury. Okay, the next one is a little bit incomplete because I haven't found something else to give it more of a darker twist. But if you enjoyed The Good Place, then you may also enjoy Sign Here. The whole time I was reading, at least the portion of Sign Here that takes place in hell, reminded me so much of The Good Place. And it was funny, but also Sign Here is a little bit darker, I would say. There is another storyline that takes place on Earth that I haven't exactly found a better comp for. But if you enjoyed the satirical, dark comedy part of The Good Place, then you may also really enjoy Sign Here. Okay, another one that I read recently was Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. And this one might seem obvious, but this is still a fairly new book, and so a lot of people may not have picked it up yet. But if you really enjoyed The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, then you may also really enjoy Check and Mate because they're both about young women chess prodigies and their rise to being the top chess master in the whole world and working against adversity of being a woman, although in The Queen's Gambit it takes place many years ago when women were looked down upon much more than they are now. It's still obviously a big issue, but worse in the 50s, I would say. But what this show and what this book did for me was it made me interested in chess because I really have never been interested in chess. But for some reason, the way that this show and this book described the chess matches and how intricate they are really got me into chess to the point where I really tried to learn how to play and then promptly gave up. But really described it in a way that got me interested as somebody who doesn't know anything at all about chess. And also, there's some romance here. We have complex female main characters who aren't perfect and have some issues going on behind the scenes. And they just reminded me a lot of each other, and I really enjoyed both of them. So if you like one, then you'll probably want to check out the other two. Okay, the next one that I read recently was Chain Gang All-Stars, and this reminded me of a few different examples of TV shows and movies. So I would say if you liked Mad Max Fury Road, plus Orange is the New Black, plus the Hunger Games fight to the death aspect, then I believe that you will enjoy Chain Gang All-Stars. It has the cyberpunk vibes of Mad Max, plus the, fighting to the death for an audience to watch you as like a sick entertainment aspect of the Hunger Games, plus the prison and societal racial issues that are very present in Orange is the New Black. So I would say it's a really good combination of those three. And if you enjoyed those three, then you will probably enjoy this as well. The next couple are just a couple books that I read many years ago that are written by the same author that remind me of a particular director. So if you enjoyed Interstellar by Christopher Nolan, that movie, then I believe that then you will enjoy Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, because they both have a male main character who is, trying to get back to his loved ones and his family, but he has to go through these different versions of, in Interstellar's case, space and planets, and then in Dark Matter's case, different alternate realities. Just the way that the book and the movie are set up really reminded me of each other, just going through these different challenges and different, essentially alternate realities to try to fight their way back in what seems like a completely impossible situation to get back to their loved ones. So I think if you really liked one, you will probably like the other as well. In the same vein, if you enjoyed Inception by Christopher Nolan, the movie, then you will probably enjoy Recursion by Blake Crouch. Inception is a mind-bending, in so many ways, movie about manipulating dreams. And Recursion is a very similar mind-bendy plot revolving around manipulating memories and living through different memories over and over. It just reminded me so much of Inception, and I sort of pictured Inception as I was reading Recursion to play out what different things might look like in my mind when I was reading that book. So if you enjoyed one or the other, then I think you would enjoy the subsequent one. But yeah, I definitely get similar vibes between Christopher Nolan and Blake Crouch in their creations in their own specific mediums. So if you're a fan of one, you'll probably be a fan of the other. All right, so I just wanted to go over those few books and movies and TV shows because just from what I've read in the past and recently, they've really stuck out in my mind as similar to each other. And so I just wanted to report on that, because if you liked some of those TV shows or movies, then maybe you would want to check out those books and vice versa. But let me know if you think I'm right. If you have any suggestions for movies or TV shows that relate to different books and are similar, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.